Hi guys, welcome to today's class. Today we are doing a 30-minute flow and gentle stretch just to get the body moving, get the blood flow moving as well. And yeah, so we'll start to get into it. We'll start with some grounding down to begin with, sitting cross-legged, sitting up tall on your sit bones and letting the knees drop to the side. Placing the palms facing up or down, just depending on what energy you would like to receive today. If you feel like you're a little bit lethargic or sluggish and you need to receive a little bit more lighter energy, placing the palms facing up to receive energy into the body is a really great way to do this. And if you're someone who feels a little bit chaotic, overwhelmed or scattered, placing the palms facing down to root you down into the earth, grounding you down. Closing the eyes and just feeling into the body. Noticing the quality of your breath. How the breath feels moving through your body. Deepening the inhale through the nose down into the diaphragm. Exhale through the nose. Inhale. Exhale. Coming into your Ujjayi breathing, if you know how to do this, your ocean breath technique. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Moving your mind's eye down into the floor, any parts of your body that are touching the ground, and just taking notice of this. Blinking the eyes open, we'll come into the shoulders, rotating around. Really squeezing through those muscles through the chest as well as through the back, waking up those areas. And coming forwards. Sitting up tall through the spine, we're rotating the head around. We're doing a half circle around to the front, onto one side, and then around to the other side. Feeling into the stretch through the backs and the sides of the neck. Staying with the breath as we move through. And then coming up through the center. Placing the hands in prayer position, we're going to place the tips of our fingers under our chin. We're going to push up ever so slightly, getting a bit of a stretch through the front of the neck and the throat. As we're always looking at our screens, this is a really great way to counteract that position. And gently coming on down, coming to the wrists, and the other way. Doing 5 flashlights, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll come over into our tabletop position and into some cat-cow, really planting those fingers down nice and firmly, stacking the joints, shoulders over the tops of the wrists, hips over the tops of the knees, making sure that the ankles are tracking in the same direction behind you as well. We inhale, drop the belly, look up. Using your eyes as well. Exhale, really push through the backs of the shoulders, through the back of the chest, and really tucking that pelvis under. Inhale, coming through. Looking up, let the belly drop. Exhale, push up, tuck that chin tightly, squeeze those glutes underneath. Inhale. Exhale, pushing on up. 2 more. Pushing through, really use that navel to spine. Inhale. Last one, exhale. And then finding a neutral spine. Pelvic floor is switched on and Mula Bandha is switched on. Navel to spine. And pelvic floor as well. So we're going to switch through coming forwards. We'll come forwards just enough in front of our wrists a little bit. And back. Nice gentle rocking back and forth. Opening up our hip flexors here and our wrist joints. Also starting to wake up the muscles in the arms and in the core. We'll do 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. From here we're going to find your downward dog. To do this, we're going to tuck our toes underneath us. Send your hips all the way back to your heels as far as your body will allow. Take a breath, inhale. Exhale, drop the head, hips come up to the sky. And we're keeping the knees bent at this stage as we're still getting a bit of warmth into the body. Pedaling through the feet here, you're bringing one heel down and then the other one. Switching them through. Making sure that your body weight is pressed evenly through the fingers and thumbs. Pressing that floor away from you so you're activating your shoulders as well. Ears are next to your biceps. And we have a micro bend in the elbows so we're not locking into our joints. We're going to place one heel down and hold for the stretch. Inhale, 1, 2, exhale, 3, 4, 5. Switching over, inhale, 1, 2, exhale, 3, 4, and 5. Coming back to your normal downward dog here. Even weight distribution through the feet, taking an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to look forward with your bandha still active. That's your pelvic floor and navel to spine. Exhale, you're going to walk your feet to your hands. Big toes are touching here at the top of your mat. We're going to hold here with a forward fold. Hands on the floor or crossing the arms over and holding. Letting the head go, you can do some yeses and nos with the head. And holding, we breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, drop the arms, going to bend through the knees, roll up through the body, through the spine, one vertebrae at a time, until we get to the very top of our mat. Coming into the center of our mat here, big toes are touching. Find your Tadasana, rocking back and forth, and finding your body weight evenly between the balls of the feet and the heels. Slight micro bend in the knees, taking 2 shoulder rolls, 1 and 2. We're going to come through our flow. Inhale, up we come. Exhale, through heart center, down to the floor. Release the head, tapping the mat lightly. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, you're walking your hands out to the front of your mat, and then you're stepping your feet out behind you into a high plank. Tailbone is down, core is activated, pushing your shoulders away. We inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, half chaturanga, knees down, ankles down, swipe it through. Inhale, coming up, baby cobra. We're going to squeeze through the upper back. Exhale, plant the hands, coming through into your downward dog. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale, look to the top of your mat, bandhas are switched on. We're going to lunge through. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, we're going to swan dive, coming on up to the top of our mat, leading with the head first. Exhale, heart center. Tadasana, inhale, coming on up. Exhale, coming through. Tap the mat lightly, we inhale halfway. Exhale, plant the hands firmly, stepping all the way back into high plank. Tailbone down, make sure you're not in a downward dog position. Inhale. Exhale to do full chaturanga, come onto the tippy toes of your feet, tricep push-up down. Press straight up into upward facing dog, untuck the toes. Exhale, coming all the way back. Downward dog. Get your foundations right here. You can pedal a couple of times as well, and then coming back to center, we inhale. Exhale, looking forwards, walking your feet to your hands, coming to the middle of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, swan dive coming on up. Exhale, heart center, Tadasana. Grounding down through those feet, we inhale. Exhale, coming through, release the head, tapping the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands firmly out in front of you so that you can then step back, high plank. Inhale, press your shoulders up. Exhale, chaturanga, half or full, it's up to you. Whatever you feel like you need today, choose which one. Inhale, coming on up, up dog. Exhale, pressing on back. Downward dog, inhale. Exhale, looking forward, walking your feet to the center of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, swan dive coming up, head first. Tapping at the top of the breath. Exhale, heart center. Tadasana, grounding down. Inhale. Exhale, all the way through. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant the hands firmly at the top of your mat, stepping back to high plank. Shoulders over the tops of wrists, we inhale. Exhale, coming through, chaturanga. Inhale, coming on up, full up dog. Exhale, pressing all the way back. Downward dog, last one, we inhale. Exhale, looking forwards, bandhas, walking your feet to the center of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, swan dive coming on up. Core is activated to support you. Exhale, heart center, Tadasana, inhale. Exhale, swiping on all the way down to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands at the top of your mat, pressing back into top of a push-up, high plank, inhale. Exhale, keep your bandhas activated, chaturanga. Inhale, full up dog or baby cobra. Exhale, coming on back, downward dog, knees down, finding your child's pose, stretching forwards, feeling the blood flow moving through the body. Deep inhale here, right into that diaphragm. Exhale, going to gently walk your hands back towards your hips. Take a little bit of a sip of water if you need to. And we'll come into some stretches here. So, coming into some side arching stretches, and we'll also be doing some twisting. So sitting up in a cross-legged position, or if this is uncomfortable for you, soles of the feet together, and then you can bring your feet out in front of you. That way you can then tilt the pelvis forward, sitting up on top of your sit bones. Take an inhale, lengthen up through the spine. We're going to ground here. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. Sigh out through the mouth. One more, inhale. Blinking the eyes open and coming through to the side. What we're going to do is lengthen up first. One hand is out to the side, just tapping the floor lightly to help support you. Inhale, we're going to bring the other one up to the sky. We're going to lengthen all the way up from our pelvis to the top of our head. Exhale, we're leaning on over, making sure that both of your sit bones are on the floor. You can even come down to your elbow if you have that flexibility. If not, don't worry, everyone will be at a different stage. Inhale, coming on up. Placing the hand down. Take a breath, inhale. And lengthening on over. You can look up underneath the armpit, or if that's uncomfortable, down to the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, coming on up and placing it down. So we're going to do this a little bit faster now, just to get some movement and heat into the body. So we'll do one breath to come on over, and then the breath will bring you back up. Same thing to the other side, and then back up again. So sitting up tall on those sit bones, always lengthening through the spine, especially when we start to arch. You still want to think about lifting up and out of your pelvis to come on over to the arch. Take a breath, we inhale, lengthen, exhale, inhale, switch, exhale, inhale, switch, exhale, inhale, switch, exhale, maintaining that lengthening from the pelvis, inhale, and exhale. Feel that side stretch, inhale, and exhale. Lovely, coming back up to center, grounding yourself again underneath your sit bones here. We're going to come through into a twist. So you can stay here with your feet the way they are. I'm going to cross my legs in this position, just because it's something I prefer. So same thing, sitting up through the spine. This time though, we're going to twist around. So when we start our twist, we need to start our twist from our belly button first. Then the head comes very, very last at the very end. The reverse happens when we come back out of our twist. Navel first, head last. We can place one hand behind us on the floor to help support our twist as well. And we'll hold and breathe, and then come back to center. So sitting up, finding your center here, connecting to your spine, lifting up and out. Taking an inhale. Exhale, opposite hand to the twist can come onto the front knee to help support you and come on round. Exhale. Inhale and hold. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, navel coming back, shoulders and then head. Take a breath here, inhale. Coming through to the other side now, supporting yourself on the floor behind you and holding. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale, gently coming back to the front. So we're going to do the same thing, similar with the arches. We're going to be moving through gently now with every breath, coming back to the center and then to the other side. So ground yourself here before we move, feeling your sit bones underneath you. Taking an inhale, lengthening up through the spine. Exhale to twist, take it slow. Really draw out your exhale. Inhale back to center, and then really draw in your inhale nice and slow as well. Exhale gently through to the other side. Inhale, take it slow, take it gentle. Exhale, coming through. Inhale, breathing in the entire way before you twist to the other side, and exhale. Inhale, back to the front. Really good. Take a couple of head rolls, nice and gentle, just to really feel into your center here. Coming into the legs, we're going to do a forward fold. Sitting up tall on our sit bones, legs out in front of you. And if you're someone who's quite tight behind the hamstrings, please bend your knees. Ankles and toes are together touching, squeezing through the midline of our body. We're actually squeezing our legs together. Knees, thighs are also squeezing together. Sitting up tall on our sit bones, taking a breath, inhale. Exhale, coming on over as you breathe out. You can hold onto the sides of the feet or pistol grip the big toes. Take a breath, inhale. With every exhale, if you feel like your body is opening up enough, you can lengthen your legs out in front of you a little bit more as we go along. Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze through that midline. Inhale. Exhale, beaming that heart out towards your ankles. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more rounds of breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then gently coming out of the forward fold. Coming into our quads now, quadricep muscles stretching through. We're going to make 2 triangle shapes with our legs. One leg is in front, the other leg is behind. And I don't want you to stress too much if the leg that's behind you, if that sit bone is off the floor. Don't worry too much about that. We're more concerned about the stretch through the front of the leg here. So there are a couple of progressions you can do with this one. You can choose to come back on your hands, and then if you want to from here increase your stretch, you can even come into a bit of an arch behind you here, really stretching through the side of the body, but that stretch will start to extend down into the quad. You can also do this one, same one, on your elbows. And if you're someone who's quite flexible, you can also lie all the way down so that you're flat. Can I just say though, if you're someone who is flexible enough to lie all the way down on their back, in order to do this safely, if you're flexible enough, please make sure that your spine is comfortably flat on the floor. If you're finding that your leg behind you is pressing up, that hip is too high, best to come up onto your elbows. You can also then start to work tilting under your pelvis to increase that stretch through the front. So everyone will be somewhere different. Grounding down, seated, sitting up still. We take a breath. Exhale, wherever you're comfortable, come into that position. I'm going to personally do one elbow on the floor and then arching behind me, pressing that hip forwards to feel the stretch at the front. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. And then coming out the way you came back in, you can do a little circular motion to bring you up. Switching the legs to the other side. Sitting up tall, feeling our sit bones on the floor. Taking a breath, inhale. Exhale, finding your position and holding. Inhale, pressing that hip up if you need to increase the stretch. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale, and then gently release. Circling to the front of the room. Coming into that similar position we did before, soles of the feet touching, knees out to the side. We're going to do a forward fold here. So some of us may need to bring our ankles all the way up to our groin if we're flexible enough. If not, wherever you're comfortable, you can even bring your feet out further in front of you. So with this forward fold, it is about the forward fold, but you will feel a stretch underneath the glutes and the hamstrings down the sides here that connect to the glutes there. So sitting up tall in our sit bones, making sure we're not tilting or curving through the back. Inhale. Exhale, coming over into our forward fold. Take a breath, inhale. Your hands can be out in front of you on the floor as well if you prefer. with a slight gentle bend in the elbows so that we're not straining through the neck or the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, beaming your heart towards your feet. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, gently rolling up through that spine, back up to a seated position. Finding a comfortable seated position here just to help close today's class. Feeling your sit bones underneath you. Again, flipping the palms up to the sky or down to the floor, depending on what energy you need to receive. Beaming that heart forward. Tucking the chin ever so slightly to lengthen the back of the neck. And then closing down your eyes. Letting gravity take your shoulders down. Letting the breath move through the body naturally, not changing anything at this stage, just observing the quality of the breath. Deep inhale through the nose into the belly. Inhale. Exhale through the nose. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bringing your hands to heart center, pressing some pressure between the palms. Placing your thumbs on your sternum and connecting to your heart space. Breathing into your heart space. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. On this next breath, we're going to close the class with an Om sound, helping to clear your space and to clear your mind. Taking an inhale. Take one last centering breath. Namaste. Thank you, beautiful souls, for joining me here on the mat today. I absolutely love doing these videos for you guys. Please like and subscribe over on my YouTube channel, and I love you guys so much. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys really, really soon. Bye.